Jonapod Kiwanok, Dr. Luho, Professor Luho. Welcome to my presentation for you for machine learning. As I understand from the previous I learned from the class and I try to find the document, I'm apologize for this slide. It's combining between my language and English. First of all, I would like to show you how can I understand about the AI, about the AI, artificial intelligence. What is this? We are focusing on machine learning that we are working on in project laboratory in BME. As we know, machine learning is part of AI or artificial intelligence. AI is the biggest group in most of these areas, but all of them is covered and related to the data science. The AI, it can be the subtitle in learning, deep learning, most of them combining uh, from the fundamental or from the data. The machine learning we are going to learn that we can make what is machine for automation to understand. I would like to show you some the abstract of the AI. The abstract is from artificial intelligence, machine learning, ML, deep learning, DL, and data science. This why we have to understand in some material, some sort they use abbreviation. We have to understand what is the AI machine learning in previous that people can understand from the time and working. It take time to develop the knowledge. It is the human development at this era that we people can understand from many short form photo, video, the ton of information come of this. The machine learning is similar to make people to understand. I would like to show you two of the most famous the theory for the machine learning. First of all, his theory is focused talking about the productivity, task, and experience. But author Samuel, he is the the father of the machine learning about the theory about the computer can acknowledge from by without the learning. They learn from without make the code, but this is the most of them they should be the founder. In this photo, I would like to show you about the theory of them, how to they organize. People will understand from the experience for the light coming from the task they're working. For example, make experience for experience, T for task, people productive, the performance. The more experience, the more tasks, the more performance you will get. This is the strategy of the theory of him. Let me talk about the machine learning. When we start to use machine learning, when we talking about the machine learning, when the most difficult, it's too complicated, it's easy as we usually we make the machine learning the system can make them many things that complicated more to clearly. And why? Because at the moment the world of is the database and the big data that we cannot to calculate or we can use human to identify easily. The more people, the more the data that coming. And furthermore, for the business analyst, there are very short that we can to analyze for the business. And the most important it should be automation. Automation make people to let them to work, and they can make people to do in some part of the moment, some part and some task they can use automation. And furthermore, they to improvement for the product, the strategy. This is why we have to use machine learning. And some of people, some of the sector, they use healthcare. In the healthcare, they use to diagnose the disease, the pain due to the health system, and estimate what is the result of them. By the machine learning, even the more the case you study, the more the understanding. And alternative benefits for machine learning, they call sentiment analysis. It talking about the feeling of people in the, for example, in the YouTube. When you like, you put button like. If you don't like, you button dislike. It's a type of the machine learning, and there also many benefits for to algorithm for the YouTube. Anything about in the social media benefit for them. Furthermore, machine learning fault detection. About the fault detection, as is it more information, more data we have saved that people use a lot of things, almost of them in online system, email, recognize, search, and the detecting fault detection is also one of the sector that we significant, and a lot of booming at the world today is the e-commerce that people can buy and shop from their home. They can make a lot of money and create the new businessman in the world. And you can set up your shop in from the web shopping. Yes. And for the Hill project, they use the machine learning to predict modeling the city that we can classify in many areas for traffic control. We, this for the road, this street that we can do one lane, two lane, three lane, we one way direction, two way, and you can use tram or train. We connected the world, and also like a Google Map that you can connect it. Some of the government can use to design with this is the commercial area, industrial area, business area, financial area. It can use for the machine learning. I would like to type of machine learning. From the class, we understand the machine learning. We have T type, but I try to show four: supervised learning, unsupervised learning, semi-supervised learning, reinforcement learning. Supervised learning is mean that common information, the data, you can put input and output directly and estimate it, the result and classification. In this area we can talk about in the email, digestion, estimate the pie, the tool that we use, linear logistic, FVF, neural network, unsupervised learning that we get the data like not classify, in some is not good, some of the it's actually quite difficult. It's different group and Castigo. The tool that people use K-mean, electrical cluster PCA, semi as supervised learning. It means that supervised and unsupervised combine two of them. To get the sum of information. You get it in the data set. Some information you get from the website for the any like a manual. the mix together. Reinforcement learning is the it you may develop from this system from supervised and unsupervised, and you make a decision, and like for example they use in robotics. Cisco Queen Learning Network. Let's make it more easy to understand. Instead for supervised learning, for example, we classify the dog of the photo. We put dog or cat. What is cat? Cat we can classify this. Use linear and supervise the mix to circle to triangular is anything mixed together. Semi-supervised combine two types semi and supervised learning to medical imaging, speed recognition, something like that. Then the last, learn by interaction from them for the data AlphaGo. Come to the state of machine learning. The state of machine learning as this sometimes it's like a lot. The linear sometimes is complicated, but everything starts from the problem. Why the problem? Before you do, you have the question why. The problem, what the purpose you will do. Declining something, reduce something. For the data collection, stage can be raw data, normal data, example, or you can get to after you get data, the model training, it come back to model training and model training. If feature create the miss volume, reduce dramatical, explain, spill something, model sparse location, and hyperprogram and to like a deployment is nearly the final of deployment, but the most of the usage of time of the machine learning is data collection, data modeling. In this slide, I would like to show what it can be used for the Python in the machine learning. The Python can be the key of the AI that the programming that we understand about the because they have many community that we can use solve a problem. Data collection, data training, improve the model, evaluation, model prediction. This is all that I can understand about the machine learning. Thank you, Professor Ruba. See you again. Bye bye. We son la ta